Test, test.
It's cold out here. It's cold on this side. It's weird. Like that should be the cold. Is that outside right there? Hurry up. Where's our 8 points? Whose room is this? That's pros. It's not different. It's like his is super weird. Yeah. It's only got one screw. Look, the head is tiny. Hey, pop it off. Some other guy that's tiny. They said it's a normal head for my size. Yeah, it's a really weird room. Alibaba. Alibaba. Really? Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Hoops International Bonspiel Finals, main event finals between Team Gowan and Team Mellon. Team Gowan is actually the Hoops team. So we've got the Hoops International Bonspiel and the Hoops team playing in the main event finals. My name is Tony Lasky. I'm with Scott Vitorito, and we are going to broadcast the main event finals. Hi, Scott.
Hello, Tony. Excited to be here. It's been an interesting week. I think anytime you have Chris Plies as your skip, you can't really be a Cinderella team. But I think the Hoops team, a lot of people probably surprised that they are all the way into the AA final. It's been a really good week of curling.
Definitely. It's been a great event, and a number of Olympic and national champions playing in this event, which was really fun to see, very exciting.
Yeah, I don't know what the number. I think there were at least 6 Olympians curling in this event.
That sounds about right. Maybe more. Well, let's see. Sean Rajeski, John Schuster, Chris Plies, John Landsteiner, Courtney Benson, Eileen Geving. Missing? Oh, Jordan. Not Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan Mouton.
Yep.
Um.
Feel like we're missing one, but
No.
did you say Eileen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Corey Dropkin. Did he play?
Corey did not play this week. So, but still 6'7". Olympians. You also had Gary Johnson playing with John Schuster. He was a former national champion also.
Right. So as far as national champions, there are quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was great. Do you want to get the team? The team.
Yeah. For team going, the hoops team will have Dylan Donne at lead, Tanner Prochaska at second. Vice skip will be Ryan Prochaska, and the skip is, as mentioned before, Chris Plies. For Team Mellon, we have Derek Benson leading off. Matt Mellon playing second. The vice skip is Jordan Moulton, and Courtney Benson will be skipping the Mellon rink. So, again, both great curling out of both these teams all week, so it should be an exciting final.
Do we know who has won the flip? Oh,
Looks like it's happening now.
Okay.
Just a quick update on our other finals. We'll maybe flip over to those if we have a break in the action here in the main final. But B event over on sheet 4 is the Gallagher rink versus Scott. The C event on sheet 3 is McLeod versus Cameron. And the D event is Novotny versus Farrell. You can get on any of those sheets on our live stream for the Duluth Curling Club if you know anybody there and want to watch the legends such as Doug Cameron. It's available. You can just flip to a different screen. You won't get to hear our beautiful voices, but you can watch any sheet at any time here at the Duluth Curling Club. I gotta look at something. Be right back.
All right, fist bumps by Team Gowan, and it looks like Team Mellon has the hammer to start the game.
And please, if you're watching at home, feel free to hit the subscribe button for the Duluth Curling Club. You get notifications when we're doing live streams like this. So as we get ready to start, just a heads up that you can do that. And,
Like and subscribe.
Larry Lieberman watching at home. Thanks for watching, Larry. 24 days, he reminds us, till House of Hearts, our favorite time of the year. So,
Hi, Larry.
all right, so the Mellon rink is going to take hammer, and we're off and running with Dylan's first shot for Team Going.
And this is an 8-end game. They were 6-end games during the entire Spiel up until the finals, and all the finals will be 8 ends.
And in impressive Duluth Curling Club fashion, the main event final has the green card for a drink flipped already. So, well done. Green card flipped before the first rock. I agree, Larry. We do need to do a live stream for House of Hearts.
All right, so first rock, trying to throw it center, but it curled quite a bit and ended up being a corner guard.
Looks like the Mellon rink will try to take advantage of that and go ahead and curl back behind.
No, that's not it.
This is the player view. This should be end. You got the overheads.
Okay. All right, and so looks like Team Mellon put their rock.
John Schuster.
Gotta take this.
Yeah, that's Tony going to take a call from John Schuster. We're name dropping now. Here comes the second attempt from Dylan. The first rock from Derek did get all the way under cover, is in the back 12 rink, so back 12 of the house. That one looks like it's got a little bit too much on it. It is going to just sneak by Team Mellon's rock and go out of play. Looks like the call is just to stack another one right behind that guard. With hammer, they can get a couple lined up, build up over on the side, and they'll be sitting in pretty good shape here in the first end. Yes, Larry, this is the finals. This is the main event finals here between Team Mellon and Team Goen, the Hoops team. It looks like that one came to rest just short of the rings, so we'll still be lying one for the red team, Team Mellon. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to play with these views a little bit. There's the first rock from Tanner Prochaska. That also looks a hint hot there, and looks like it's going to tap their guard back. It will stay in play. Looks like Team Mellon is still shot here. First rock from Matt Mellon. Looks like that might be over curling just a little bit here, so a little light. I'm guessing they were trying to put another one behind that guard, but that will angle up the guard, so nothing getting through there currently, but the call from Chris Plies for the Goen rink is tap back of the yellow here. And the rock is away for Tanner. That also looks like it's a little light, and that's going to settle right in that pocket. So we got the front left of the house covered here. Matt Mellon's second effort here, trying to do another draw behind. So both teams still just feeling out the ice here, getting a feel for their weights. So right now I did this, and then I've just been going to player view once they throw it. So you can kind of see it coming in, going that way. Although I'm not very quick on the draw here, as most people watching can tell.
And then this is the top view. So it looks like Mellon is pretty buried behind the tee.
Yep.
But they can get to it.
Yeah, we've got Mellon lying 2 right now. And it looks like the call is just going right to. They're just following them right to, as that last shot by the Matt Mellon went a little bit behind the tee. So it looks like they're just going to try to freeze up to it right on the button here.
Oh yeah, which one was the one that you were using?
Well, you can do
this one.
player view, or you can do far end,
Oh,
near
good
end
shot.
incoming.
What a beauty.
There it is. Just draw right to it, follow him right to it. Great shot. I believe that was the first one by Ryan Prochaska.
Oh,
Ryan, I asked him before the game. Indeed, his parents are Cubs fans. Thus the
nice.
Ryan after Ryan Sandberg. I'm also a lifelong Cubs fan, so I had to ask.
Turn my mic back on. Is Larry still watching?
Larry is still watching. He just told me he sent me an email yesterday. I haven't checked that, Larry. I don't think I got it yet.
I think you have
But-
to choose your. I think you have to choose your sweatshirt color and size. For choice.
Gotcha. I'll take a look. Now we do near end incoming. You can watch them go away. And then you can switch to player view. Just gonna joggle this up a little bit, open it up. So now that the Plies rink is the hoops team is sitting shot, I just want to open that up. So,
All right.
which they
They
did a
did,
little
yeah.
bit,
Yeah,
and definitely got the side of it opened up, but
Right.
still a lot of rocks out there in play on the left side of the center line. I'm guessing this is going to be a guard here from the hoops team from Ryan. They're getting on that pretty hard, so not a guard. I think they kind of want to get another one just locked on right there, which looks like they were pretty successful with. Yeah, a little space there. But
Play the
now
run
they
back.
have flipped it, yeah. It's like we called the run back. Again, probably just trying to get themselves out of a little bit of trouble here, so. I think that's the first rock from Jordan. And hits right on nose there. So replaced the yellow sitting there in the 8-foot with the red. They lost their own as a result, but this is more about getting it set up for the last shots. Technology's kind of fun, isn't it? I think, well, we have Eric and Jim to thank for that. Just a lot of upgrades in the Duluth Curling Club booth this year. It's been a lot of fun the couple times I've been able to be down here to hop around and kind of do whatever you want. So really appreciate all their efforts.
And also for our member Daryl Carlson for providing all of the money that went to buy all the equipment and to pay for the Wi-Fi and all the memory that's involved.
Absolutely. Thank you, Daryl.
All right, so let's take a view of what's going on now. They threw up a
So
guard.
through a guard so they can't run that red back into the two yellows.
Well, they're looking at it anyway.
Yeah, we might do a yellow, red, yellow, yellow here.
I think it's there. They have to hit it.
Perfectly.
Well, yeah, they've got to hit on the left side, the yellow rock. Maybe
Almost right up the
good
center
portion-
line there,
yeah, good
huh?
portion of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's. Oops, that's not it.
First rock from Courtney
Yeah, here.
Benson coming up here. The skip for Team Mellon. And it's away. Looks like a pretty good normal weight anyway there. I think hit a little bit on the wrong side there. Stayed a little bit on the outside and did clear it back up. So
Right, opened it up. But they'll probably just well, let's see. So they could come in again. They could guard it.
that's an interesting, with that line, it must not be curling a lot. I'm guessing that's a guard line. Or are they going to angle that red out? I'm sorry, the yellow out.
Yeah, with that broom, that could definitely be a guard, but it just seems like it's a little tight.
Looks like with that weight, that must
Or
be
a
the
tap.
play, huh?
Yeah, or they're playing some kind of a tap split, maybe. I kind of want to see this just to see.
Yeah. See it coming in. Yeah, just a pure guard here. Over curled a little.
Yeah.
I think the shot's there.
Yeah, I thought that broom was a little tight for, putting a center guard
Yep.
on the other side.
That's what I felt too with that broom. It was a little tight. Not that I know in comparison to
We know.
Chris Plies
We
or
know.
looks like that's the call.
Yeah, this is the last rock of the end. So a run back double for 3.
Challenge there is going to be getting across the face. I don't know if they have to or not, or if they can hit on the out. It looks like they might be able to hit on the outside, but you're risking jamming that yellow that's on the button right to the back.
Right. It's going to be, if they make the shot, it's going to be really close to that yellow. And they're sweeping it, trying to get it to curl.
That looks a
but it
little-
does, yeah, but it did not curl.
Didn't get over there, so
No.
steal a 2 out of the gate for the. I'm going to just go ahead and call them the Cinderella story,
All right,
the hoops
The
team,
team of destiny, it seems.
the sponsored team,
Yeah.
which is probably a good time as any to thank our main sponsor, Hoops Brewing. They do a ton of stuff, I know, to put this on, so, and to help Marva get this thing going. So 40 team Bonspiel, a lot going on, so appreciate their sponsorship and their beer, to be honest. Had a little hootenanny there yesterday, couple hour little get together.
That's right. Were you there?
Yep, I was able to sample a couple of the fantastic beers that Hoops puts out. So
This Bonspiel, since Hoops has become the major sponsor for it, has really taken off. The international Bonspiel used to be back in the day. It was huge. They would have close to 60 teams, but then the participation in the Spiel had dwindled a bit, and now that Hoops is really taken over the sponsorship, it's really taken off.
off and going for the second end here. Is it going to get over? All right. Center guard there from Dylan. And playing a pretty traditional end here. Derek throws a corner guard shot here. They might be putting that one in, actually.
It's like a little bit behind the tee.
Kind of two trains of thought there, right, Tony? The putting the one in the house first and then guarding it after versus throwing the guard up first.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not sure if that one just went a little long. I feel like they called the corner guard, but
Yeah, I think they did. So it looks like they're just going to take it out.
that needs to curl. Here it comes. All right, nice take out there. Hit and stick. From the sound of the glass, sounds like the people upstairs appreciate Dylan's effort there.
Oh, that's not the right sheet.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is that it? Oh, no.
It might have been. He might have just slid over it. Still playing with our views here, so.
Oops. No. That?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, and then that one comes up as a pure corner guard, so Hoops team is lying one and throwing their first rocks from their second. Tanner Prochaska.
It's all right. It's the.
What's this view?
Oh no! What's the number? Oh, 10.
Yeah, yep. We'll say 9 people watching,
That's right.
because I'm one of them, so 10, but. Actually, we did this last year, announced for the Hoops final. We had a loaded final last year, and a lot of people watched it back, too. So
Oh, is that
it was
right?
kind of a cool opportunity to hear people that were able to tune in and watch it. Always nice to have some sound or something going on. It's like the first shot from Mellon here. They're just trying to curl right up to the shot rock from Team Going, the Hoops rink. That's going to be a little wide
And
or a little heavy, I think. Yep. And just roll out. So they're, so far, Hoops team's kind of in control of this match.
Agree.
That's going to come up a little short. I think the goal was to be Lion 3 there after that shot. That misses the rinks by just a little bit. And here comes Mellon's second rock. Looks like Courtney's calling a pretty good amount of broom there, so I think they might just be curling behind on this one. Matt Mellon, who just threw the rock, kind of the envy of a lot of us that are relatively new curlers. All the guy does is win stuff.
Yeah, he as skip of his team, won 2 5 and under tournaments and will be playing in the 5 and under nationals.
I believe they got second in the 5 and under nationals last year. Mellon was also part of the Dropkin rink that won the cash spiel.
Right.
Courtney Benson revived the cash spiel this year, which was a great event. Had a lot of fun watching that. Just some really high-end curling, and Mellon was a part of that winning team as well.
And this particular Bonspiel had 40 teams, 160 participants.
And I think it was full a few, 3-4 weeks ago already, so
Yeah, they probably, if they wanted to, they probably could have gotten even more teams.
Mm-hmm. Looks like she's calling right back to the, right to the shot rock, I believe, at this point. Oh, no, it's not shot rock. Sorry.
They're going to draw down to the back one.
Yep, and then they would be lying too if they can make this shot. Line 2 with hammer and both under cover would be a good place to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Shot from Jordan. They seem to like it, or at least watching it. Derek leaning on a little bit to get it to curl. And that'll get the job done. So, lying 2 now. See what Ryan has here. That's got a little room to go yet. They want to avoid jamming it.
And
looks like red's still going to be the shot, but they do have 2 lying in back there, so.
But red is buried.
Yes, I don't think they're doing much with that one, so they'll be trying to put themselves in a position to be lying 2 again here.
And they're going to try to bury around their guard, their red guard. And now they're sitting 2 again.
I think they can see about half of that from what it looks like from the booth here.
Yeah.
Maybe even 3/4 or so. Heck, I don't know. I might be able to see all of it. But that is definitely going to be the call. Chris Plies here is going to go try to take out that red that was just thrown and hit it on the inside of the rock a little bit and hopefully bury under cover to be shot. They're sweeping right off the hand here, so yeah, and that crashes, ticks the guard, and is gonna go out of play. So that's putting 3 into play here for the Melon Rink. I haven't been able to watch every game this weekend, but haven't seen Plies miss too much.
Oh, wrong sheet.
Oh, where the takeoff view of this sheet is. Going the other way we have it. But... oh, that's kind of a cool view.
Yeah.
Figuring this out as we go a little bit. We were up to 12 viewers, now we're back down to 9. We lost a few. Yeah.
Probably due to my poor skills moving the camera.
I mean, I know it can't be due to our personalities. Those are endearing, if anything.
Oh, that is are they going to get around it? Yep. Very nice.
don't think that's where they wanted it. That's still that leaves it still in play for Chris.
Right, but it's number 5 rock.
Yep. But they did not guard it, nor did they outleg the 2 yellows in the back. So gives Chris another opportunity, which give him the same shot twice. I'm going to guess he's going to throw a pretty good one here.
Most likely.
We're away. They're watching it. So either needs to curl or they like it. Oh, is it going to crash a guard again? It did take a guard.
Oh, but
It did get the other rock out and stick, although it's not shot.
No, but it's now they're 2, 3, and 4.
Yep.
Red is, and Red has hammer for their last rock, correct?
Yep. Pretty straightforward draw for Courtney here. All she has to do is get even just touching the 8-foot line will get them their second point. So. Again, for all of you watching at home, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get a few more followers for the club here. And the last rock away here for Courtney. Looks a little heavy. Is it going to hold on for the second? It is not going to hold on. So overthrown a little bit there, and that's going to be a score of 1 for the melon rings. So it's going to be 2-1 for Team Gowan, the Hoops team, and they're going to have hammer here going into the third.
You like that?
Wow. We're learning all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah. Did you like the cube zoom?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool view. So you could, yeah, there you go. You get to see him go away, and then you could flip it to the other side, right?
Let's see, that would be
We're learning on the fly.
that one. No, that's not it.
No, it might be that wipe.
This
What
one?
was that?
No.
All right. Well, we got a guard up here for the first rock. A little bit left of center, not quite a center guard, but still up there in play. I'm going to call the curl behind for Dylan. This one you can almost just cut to the...
This one?
Yeah. Because then it shows them... Oh. Weird. They are sweeping away on that, trying to get it buried. Yeah, pretty good effort.
Yeah.
It's going to be touching the center line, and I'm sorry, touching the T line, and mostly undercover. So actually, pretty much completely buried. So great shot by Dylan. It looks like they just called a follow in here, but I think we are way light. So Derek looks pretty disappointed with that shot.
Can you get around it? Nope.
Nope.
And now 2 corners.
think Derek was part of that Cash Spiel winning team too, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. He was.
I think he played lead on that team with Mellon and Corey Dropkin. And
They were loaded. There were a lot of loaded teams.
yes, there were. That was a fun weekend. They had some sponsorship opportunities, which was fun. You got to sponsor some teams. And all right, here comes the second from Dylan. Looks like they're just trying to curl it right through that hole again. Looks like it's a little wide or maybe a little heavy.
One of everything.
No, I think if I order another beverage, my wife's going to kill me.
Okay.
All right, first shot from Mellon. Looks like they're going to try to shoot that port and get at least one of those yellows out of play here. Sweeping a little bit for keep it on line. Going to get one out and spill out the side here, so. We've got Tanner Prochaska here throwing his first rock at the third end. Looks like they're going to try to come around the guard this time, so.
You must be doing a good job. Because now we have 15 people.
Oh! We're going to be famous in no time.
Most likely.
Well, we're no Tyler Georges.
Mm-mm.
Really enjoyed being able to watch him when he's announced recently. Did the U.S. Nationals. It was a lot of fun being able to watch every game and usually watch the feature game so we could hear some of Tyler's commentary.
So it looks like Matt is going to go around cover on the left.
Yeah, he's got that yellow in the back as a backboard if you had to use it.
Right.
And an excellent shot from Matt. Completely buried, right on the tee line. Very well done. I believe that was the second rock from Tanner on this end. Looks like it's hanging outside a little bit. Not quite going to get up there. Now Courtney's going to call a takeout of that rock that Tanner just threw. This will be Jordan's first throw in this end. The vice for Team Mellon. We got two Bensons on the team. I wonder why they decided to go with Team Mellon. All right, got the takeout. spilled a little bit wide out there, but got the job done for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now they're going to freeze onto the red rock. Lock it.
This will be the first toss from this end from Ryan. A little advice for team going.
Team coming and going.
Yeah. Team hoops. The plies rink. You call them all kinds of things. Including main event finalists.
And it just went by.
A little deep there. We'll see with Jordan's second. I think they're going to close off that path. Guessing from that broom.
Once again, didn't curl quite enough.
No, a little heavy on that one, and I think just a little wide of broom, and it ticks the yellow and rolls back to the edge of the 8 and 12 foot.
So they will try another freeze.
They're watching this one down the ice. They must, it's either a little heavy or they like it a lot. Now they're trying to curl it. Looks like it's going to hang out there too.
Yeah, it's not curling. That one will go through the house.
Seems like they're struggling a little bit with the amount of curl on the ice. Maybe a little straighter than usual, what they're used to.
Mm-hmm. Well, the first few ends are kind of all about that.
Yep.
Figuring out where to put the broom.
And unlike the rest of the weekend, this is an 8-end game, as you mentioned earlier. So this is they've got a little more time to get it locked down. In those 6-end games, sometimes you can. I know our team fell behind a few times where it was over before you realized what happened. So
yeah, there's definitely a different strategy for 6-end games. You know, you can get on a team and then just run them out of time, run them out of rocks, as they say.
There's Courtney calling for less broom. I think she is realizing that they just don't seem to be getting it to curl as much as they are accustomed to.
Right. And you know, you can put a softer handle on a rock to make it curl more, just like you can spin the rock a little bit more to get it to go straight. So there's all kinds of tricks.
Well, they are working on that one. We got Derek leaning on it pretty hard.
And that one's going
to crash a little bit.
Yep. That's going to open things up a little bit too. I think that pretty much exposes the shot rock.
Yep. And you got Plies throwing here, so he'll try to hit on the far, closer to the center line of that, and just spill it off to the side.
Yeah, and as straight as the sheet is running, you know, he can probably throw a little softer weight and get that roll and stick around. And they would be sitting at least 2 after this hit.
They're watching it pretty intently. Looks like it needs to curl a little to prevent spilling, maybe.
It's moving. Yeah,
there it
that's
goes.
A good shot.
That's
little roll.
Beautiful.
And that soft weight too. You know, it's still. I think they could have probably swept it straighter to get a little bit more roll underneath cover.
Yeah. Because that is going to be wide open for the takeout here, and it could be. I mean,
double.
Knows it, and that's pretty well a double.
Yeah, and you stick around. So red could be sitting 3 if Courtney hits this on the nose.
She's going to run out there and talk about it for a minute. I'm going to take a look.
They looks like they moved the broom in even more.
Yep.
So obviously they definitely feel like there's not a lot of curl to it, and she's probably going to pick up the weight a bit, probably throw normal, and get to the nose of that rock for the double.
So the shot is away here. They are curling with the sweep, so in spite of less broom, they still want it to move a little.
Oh, on the nose. Jam.
Yep. Stuck right too. So they are shot rock, but that is also pretty visible. I believe this is hammer, right? So
Hammer for yellow, yeah.
yep. So Chris will try to just kind of shoot that to the side and stick a little bit and get his two.
He's taking a tiny bit more broom, so he obviously wants to throw that softer weight so that he can just move the red rock and then stick around for the deuce.
I think it looks like from that broom he's probably looking to maybe even just angle it into the other red in the back there, because that'll be plenty to score the two.
And it's hanging out.
That is not going to get it
wow,
done.
that is not moving. This ice is very straight on sheet 8 today. And Chris kind of puts his hands, one hand skyward and says, what?
Yeah, what happened there? So they will still get their one and take a 3-1 lead heading into the fourth end.
Sometimes it's not curling. It's called straighting.
I like that. I know last year in the final we had a pretty good amount of broom stacking. It'll be interesting to see if any of that happens this year.
Well, there's a pretty decent amount of money involved, so it may not be.
Yeah.
There's about over $1,000 total, I think,
Between the two teams.
per event. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see any broom stacking.
That's right. As Larry mentioned, we only have 24 days till the House of Hearts. I'm sure we can catch up on our broom stacking during that weekend.
Oh, absolutely. And the wrong far end. I need the other. There we go. All right, that's where that rock ended up.
You playing this year or you're undecided yet?
I am playing.
All right, you're in.
I just haven't figured out what skip I might choose.
Yeah.
I've played with a different skip every year, and I think this is my 20th year playing
wow.
in it. Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Been a lot of fun. And they just get it over the hog line, just barely into our picture. The old high guard.
Trying the curl around here. Looks like they've been on it the whole way down, so a little light.
And they did, yep, they got it into the house.
Always nice to have those nippers when you got the hammer.
Call them flobs.
Haven't heard that one.
No?
No.
It's effing little outside biters. Those are important.
All right, and the chase to the center continues here.
And they're going to sweep this.
Really trying to
Yeah,
get that to Barry.
right. They're going to go behind the tee.
Yep, in exchange for getting a little bit more behind cover.
Right. Okay. And Team Melon scrubbing it. And it crashes, leaving a couple very high guards. We'll take a look at the top view. As you can see, we've got yellow not quite buried, pretty open. All right, looks like the call is to come down to that back one. So Matt Mellon of Team Mellon releases his second rock. Oh, and this one is curling. This ice has been very tricky. It's been straight on certain runs, and then it's been curling on other runs. So that one kind of took off. Matt has his hand on his hip and is kind of wondering what happened. All right, so this is a opportunity for Hoops team. I believe they are going to play a tap, yellow tap. Chris has called for sweep. It looks like it might be over curling.
It's got a decent line. It just might be too heavy from all the sweeping too. Yeah, now it curls when they let off.
And that one's gonna go just out.
Yep, just out of the rink.
And we'll give you the other view here. So yellow is still sitting one.
It's like this is just a straight draw. With that one behind the tee line, they're willing to just draw in and hopefully beat it.
Matt's second rock, they were going to come down to the yellow, and it just over curled, so they're going to try a different line on the other side of the ice. And Derek's saying it's heavy. So
it does seem to be gliding and not curling. Probably from the weight, but also just it's getting harder and harder to get it. There it goes, though, at the end.
Yeah, and it's buried. It was a good shot.
Wow.
So they're saying that it kind of fudged and it really grabbed. I don't know if it fudged, but it definitely grabbed. because Derek thought that he was hoping it would be back 4, but he thought it was deep.
Yep. And it really took off there at the end to get it buried too. So
Yeah. So
great shot.
I think by that broom, I'm guessing that they're gonna open it up. Throw some weight and open up the middle.
Oh boy, that is not a good result.
Uh-oh, and buried.
And rock.
All right, so Courtney says, well, let's do that again. Same shot.
Oh, I got the scores wrong on the last end, didn't I? I thought it was a 3-1 lead, but that was actually a steal to tie it at 2. Just going to try to stack them up now.
Yeah, same line. Apparently same weight because they're not touching it.
It's got a curl. It's coming, though.
Yep, here it comes, but they're not touching it because they feel like it's a little heavy. They don't really. And look at the end, it just that's a good shot.
Yep.
They give them a little peek at it, but it's obviously that line is very touchy.
Fly's trying to decide how he wants to proceed with the last 3 rocks of their end here.
I don't know if he's gonna take a. Oh, he's gonna either run the yellow back, or he's gonna peel the yellow and open up that.
Not a whole lot going on there. I think he just needs it open.
Yeah, I think they're just playing a peel on the yellow rock, but
It's got to curl a little bit here.
looks good. Nice shot. Peel the effective.
Yeah, kind of unlucky to have bounced back there and
Right.
sat on the center line.
So Jordan and Courtney are discussing the best option.
Protect their 3, or is it 4 at this point?
3. Oh no, you're right. 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that one in the top that's buried too. Well, this could really open up the game, but yellow does have the hammer. Once again, I should say, my name is Tony Lasky. I'm with Scott Pidirito. We are live from the Duluth Curling Club for the Hoops International Bond Spiel. This is the finals of the main event between Team Gowan and Team Mellon. Courtney Benson releasing her first rock, and I believe they are playing a guard. They're going to try to plug that hole up. Looks like a good shot. Nice line.
Yeah.
And Derek just trying
A
to
little
get it
sweeping to finish it off and blocked up that hole nicely.
And as you can see, they're going to have to play some type of a run back to open it up. Chris is going to have to play some type of yellow into red.
Looks like he's trying to hit it kind of thin where he might get a piece of both of those yellows.
And really open it up.
Yeah.
Because right now, they are definitely in a pickle. And with as difficult as this ice has been on this sheet right now, I don't think Chris really wants to try to draw for one. All right, he's throwing a bomb.
That has some pace to it. It's only going to get the one.
Yeah.
That is going to put him in a tough spot for the last shot.
And once again, it didn't curl.
Nope.
Stayed straight. It looks like sheet 6, 5-0 red.
I think it's 5-2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Oh,
that
as well,
red
yeah.
rink is Farrell there. So Farrell over Novotny, 5-2.
And we've got a close game on sheet 4, 2-1 yellow.
And I think that is Gallagher over Scott right now.
Okay. And then sheet 3.
Sheet 3, you've got McLeod with a 3-1 lead in the C event final over Doug Cameron.
And that game is already in the 5th.
Yep.
So they're moving along. So based on where that broom is, I'm thinking they're throwing another guard.
I think they're just going to block, considering how little they're curling, I think that's almost an open draw for Plies on that left side. So I'm thinking they're just going to block up that draw.
Yeah, if they take away part of that left side, as we look at it on the left side.
Yep. Just Courtney's last rock is away.
Yeah, Chris isn't going to have, he's not going to have much to look at if they can place this rock where they want it. Matt Mellon was sweeping it early to keep it a little straighter.
Anything in that hole pretty much blocks that off. So
Yeah.
well done, right in the center. That's going to take away any draw play. I think they're going to go with this red-yellow run back, which
So
I
red,
think that's probably the best they're going to be able to do is limit it to one if they make that shot, because it just seems with those angles that red's probably going to jam into the other red. But maybe he'll get a good angle on it and run him.
he is a national champion.
Right, he's probably the right guy you want throwing when you think you have next to nothing, right?
So based on our angle, it looks like if he hits it a little bit on the left side of nose. Oh, this is a
Oh man, that's coming in hot, and that is wide.
well.
Got rid of
one.
the nipper there, so instead of it being 4, it's 3, but still a pretty commanding steal there. So after halfway through here, we're going to have a 5-2 lead for. I told you. Here comes the broom stacking.
Yep, you were right. You were right. It doesn't matter. It's the main event. Main event or no main event.
I mean, one of the teams is the main event. It's a brewery.
This
So,
is true.
You know,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, you called it. You called it.
So we're going to take a little break here.
With the score,
Believe 5-2 for the
Team Mellon.
for Team Mellon. Yes. Let's see if
Oh, we have. Oh yeah, let's
if
go
we
over
tap
to
to the red.
we'll
We can go
check
to
out.
sheet
Yeah,
5 and 6.
yeah. Let's take a look. There we go. All
There's sheet 6, where we said I believe Farrell has a 5-2 lead on Novotny. And our other two games here on sheet 3 and 4. We've got a 3-1 lead for McLeod over Cameron in the C event. And in sheet 4 in the B event, So that is yellow. Oh, I think I said it wrong before. That is not the Gallagher rink. So it is 3-1 lead on 2-1 lead, excuse me, for Scott over Gallagher in the B event final. So a couple of close games there. I don't know about this standing the broom straight up. I mean, I'm a new curler, but I think you have to lean them and make the teepee to be able to do it properly.
Right. Well, they got it.
They are all there.
There it is. All right, we'll take a look at sheet 4 now.
Again, that's a 2-1 lead for Scott or Gallagher. I know I heard a few people talk. So Scott, who is winning the B event final right now, his opening game was against Johnson and Schuster.
Right.
So, and he's a very tough team. So that was kind of a battle of monsters right out of the gate. So.
Right, because Tom Scott is playing with Sean Rojeski.
Yep.
And Schuster's playing with Eileen Geving.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a really good game, and Team Johnson with Schuster and Geving were victorious, but now you can see who ended up playing in the finals.
Yep. Yep, they made it all the way to the Bs. I think a lot of people would have expected them to be in the B final as soon as they lost that first game. Just a really quality team.
Right. So I was part of the decision making when we were putting the teams together, but we didn't have all the information on Team Johnson. We didn't realize that Schuster and Geving were going to be playing with them, and so we thought that we were giving them Tom Scott's team a average-ish team. So,
yep.
But on the plus side, it ended up being a really good 9:00 p.m. matchup for Friday night. So a lot of people stayed around to watch the game. So
there were a pretty good crowd up there.
Yeah, that was a good game to watch on Friday night. So this would be considered the fourth end break. You watch the Nationals, you know that there's a 5-end break where they usually run the mop and get it cleaned up. But here it's just have a couple sips of beer and BS a little.
Yep.
And let's go back. Let's see, sheet 4.
Got Amy Gallagher just threw her rock. I think she's playing Vice for Team Gallagher this weekend.
Yep. And they are...
Looks like there's a little light there. Looks to me like Scott is lying 2 right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, Scott is lying 2. Looks like they got 2 rocks stacked up on the 12-foot there.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity to put another one in. Hmm? All right.
Since they're breaking them.
So that's the only reason I know that.
Rock away for, looks like it ticks off the guard there, so it's going to be a little bit of a missed opportunity there for Scott. Larry, why are you working on a Sunday? Let's see what we got here. Right next door on sheet 3, we've got the C event final with McLeod and Cameron in their 5th end already. Looks like we've got Cameron line 1 right now. And the shots have been taken, so we're officially broom stacked. Successfully, well done out of our main event teams here. Just because you're trying to win the Hoops Championship doesn't mean you can't take a little break for a quick broom stack. So we're off for end 5 here with Derek Benson throwing his first rock. Up 3 in the 5th, going into the 5th end. All right, good guard there to get started. They did do a proper broom stack while you were gone, Tony.
Oh, did they?
Yes, yes. Very proud of them. All right, Dylan's first rock here in the 5th end. And that one's going to come up a little short, so effectively be another guard, just a little off center there. Now Derek's turn to try to curl around. That one looks a little light as well. They're really leaning on that one, so looks like they're just going to let it come to rest. So 3 rocks. We got 3 guards out there near the center.
Christmas tree. Comes Dylan's second shot. Somebody's going to get that curled around. That one looks like it's hanging out there, and the way these aren't curling a ton, so that's going to just hang out there and might be a little heavy too, but we'll see where it lines up. It's going to come to rest pretty close to the tee line, so all the way out there visible. So now Mellon is going to look to knock that out and bury under cover. Hanging out. Yep.
Yeah, that one's going to hang out too. He might get it to hit and stick maybe, or not even that.
That one fell.
Yep. And it did hold there on the side of the rink, so side of the house. So they do have one in play here. Now we're going to have Tanner trying to make that so far unachievable curl around shot here. They seem to like this one. Oh, no, it's going to crash. So that one tips the guard. Now Mellon's chance. Sometimes there's an unbelievable amount of strategy to curling, and sometimes it's pretty straightforward, huh?
And they got it around, and got on the 12-foot. It's exposed.
Partially under cover, or maybe not. Maybe an eighth of it covered, but definitely visible. And looks like they've learned their lesson not to give too much broom on any kind of takeout now. That looks a little wide. That's going to have to come around a ton.
Well, they can play the tick. Oh, well, no, not anymore.
That's just going to sail on through and be tucked away for next end. I think with that broom, I think for Jordan here, they're calling the tap back of the 12-foot that they just threw. There's a lot of good possibilities that can happen there. You know, if you end up a little short, you're guarding your shot rock. If you
Well, Matt is definitely sweeping it. He was really sweeping hard. I think this one was curling, but I think they're getting around it.
is going to get around the other one.
Yep, and the tap. Nice shot.
Great sweep. He had to lean on that pretty good.
He did.
So now they're lying 3 with the one that's out on the side.
Yeah, and Chris is going to play the same shot because that's pretty much what he has. And if is this Tanner?
This would be
No,
That's
is
Ryan.
So Ryan, if he this one is drifting out too. Doesn't look like this is coming back.
nope. No, not going to be very forgiving right now. If you
No.
you get it out wide, even if you throw a control rate, it's going to hang out there. So
It's a tricky line, and yeah, if you set it out, it's not coming back. So now the guard.
Jordan's second shot.
And probably a little heavier than what they wanted. That they've left themselves with that double.
Yep, for sure they can get those 2 out. I think it'd still be lying 2 almost no matter what after this shot. So
And if this
But-
shot is a little wide, if it doesn't, you can still make the double. So he's got a little more leeway to make this shot.
well, this one looks much more online for sure. They're still trying to curl it a little. There goes one, and the other is going to stick. So actually a little unfortunate not to get a piece of that other one on the 12-foot there, as it just goes straight back and jams.
So red is still sitting 3.
Yep. kind of like there's a little delay on the YouTube channel versus the live. So you almost get it's like a replay monitor. You know, you can just look over and see what just happened. So I'm sure this is probably capable of doing replays, but that's well beyond our skill level.
Yeah, no idea. That or this? I guess this was they just left.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you could do player view, I think.
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay. All right. Going for a guard here, and that one hangs out.
That accomplishes what they needed to have done.
Blocks the yellow from being able to run back. I would
So
guess, is he going to try to throw
yeah, I think
through that portal and get the other red?
I
or?
think they're playing an angle raise.
Okay.
Yeah, on the yellow.
It's a lot of yellows.
Yeah. You know, it's the way that the ice is not curling. They could almost play it on the inside,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep, because it's going to hang out there. Yeah, that one needs to curl. That is going to flash that yellow, isn't it? Or just
No, I think
barely
they got
get
a piece. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that was... My apologies to Chris. That was a great shot.
And now
They are shot.
they're shot and they are buried.
Yep, buried under cover. An amazing shot.
Perfect line, and it really didn't curl.
Nope.
Just
Just put it right on there and...
you know, might have curled an inch. So now Courtney will draw the other side and try to get in there for shot, because there's no chance that they're going to get the yellow one now. Chris saving his team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it helps to have that for your back end there, doesn't it?
Yep, and that call that the Skip's deuce he'll be trying for.
Yep. Courtney's rock is away here. That looks like it's going to crash. Or are they blocking that portal, maybe?
I didn't think that they were playing that, but maybe. I
That would
think
have been
they're
a tough
gonna
shot.
they're gonna definitely make Chris draw for two. He's just got to put it in the eights anywhere. I mean, not even touch eights for his deuce. They're giving him some numbers. Like what to throw? He just threw, a peel weight takeout, and it's really, now he's got to dial it down, get the right weight, put it in the 8-foot.
Here's how that conversation would go if I was on the team. He would say, "What do you think?" And I'd say, "You're Chris Plies. What do you think?" Right.
All right, they're sweeping it hard.
That looks like it's going to crash too here, isn't it? Or is it going to get by there? No, beautiful. Great shot. Just two really well done shots by Chris for the Skip's deuce. And that's going to knock the lead down to 1. So we've got a good game here in the final. 5-4 for the Mellon camp. They'll have the hammer going into the 6th end.
And that end, it was looking like Mellon was setting up for 3.
Right. It could have
And-
effectively ended the game.
Yep, and that angle raise tap changed the game. That was such a great shot.
All right, so Dylan will come out here and try to throw a center guard to get the sixth end going.
And that's why Chris Plies is a former world junior champion and Olympian and 2024 national champion.
Well, they got to work on that one a little bit. Get it over, but they do. And be a little bit off of center, so.
High guard.
Very high here. Looks like they're calling in the house on the opposite side of the rings there.
There's the high guard.
Yeah, there you go. Got visual. There's the rocks away.
Yeah, where is the player's view?
Well, it's the wrong side. Do this one.
And it will just bite.
Hold on out there. Calling for another center guard here from Dylan. Try to stack them up a little bit before they start trying to go around.
Wow, all the games are close.
Yeah, we've got the Novotny Farrell game has gotten closer. It's 5-3 now. Looks like the Scott rink has jumped out a little bit. They're up 5-2 now on Gallagher. And McLeod and
I think it's
Cameron are tied.
It's 5-3, I think.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
McLeod and Cameron are tied up in our C event final.
Connor McLeod, the Clan McLeod.
So they got into the rinks there, and they're going to just tap it out, which will be a good result for the Mellon team, as now they're lying 2, and they're both in a spot where they're just barely touching.
Right, and Chris is going to ignore those 2 rocks, and he is going to try to draw around. Get back there. But it looks like it's a little light.
A little light, yep, going to stay out there on the logo. We're up to 24 people watching right now, Tony. So
Whoa.
I know.
It's because it's close.
Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the Duluth Curling Club so you get notifications when there are live events.
This is the main event final of the Hoops International Bonspiel live from the Duluth Curling Club. So thanks for joining us. So it looks like they're playing a tap.
Yeah. Whether they were at first or not, they are now.
Yes. Looks like good line, and it looks like it's a really nice shot here. Does it have enough oomph? Yep. All right.
Yeah, it'll get it moved back a little.
Sure. And change the angles a little bit, but Chris is like, let's just play this double.
He is going to go ahead, and try to deal with that right now.
And the release kind of turned it in right away. So that rock took off on him, and that's going to crash. He might end up being a decent result.
Plan B.
Yeah, plan B. Oh, but it's going to tap, I think. Oh.
So actually put it back in the rings. So they're lying 3. Not what they were looking for right there.
Not optimal. I think they say suboptimal.
Yes. Larry Lieberman wants to know why nobody's chatting out there. We do have our live chat up, so go ahead and make some comments if you'd like. We'd be happy to have a little other people to discuss what's going on with. Always love to hear from people out there watching.
Yes, Larry, why aren't you golfing right now?
He's working. He said he has too much work to do. He's
Oh.
making sure he has enough money to donate for House of Hearts. So,
Good man.
yep. It looks like they were just
Yes.
curling one into the other side here. Is it going to barely touch also? It is.
Oh, wrong one.
So,
Yeah.
Lion 4. None of them in a super...
Now this is where Chris says, okay, we need to move. I think we need to move some of these rocks.
yeah, hit a little granite here and...
Now they're talking about playing the double down the middle. Nope. Chris wants to play this hit and roll. And the shot's there
Yep.
for sure.
They can just kind of tap up into the mess of that reds. It will help out a lot. I don't think they're going to become shot after this unless they hit the double.
Or just hits it really thin, and it's able to catch that shot rock in the 8-foot.
Yep, that's a good shot.
Yeah. That certainly puts them in a better position than they were
Yep.
before that. Now
Cut them down to 1, and they put it in a locked-in position where really they can throw that red, yellow, red on their next turn and be shot depending on what they do with their shot here. So,
yeah, or they can just, leave it there for now, and red has to deal with it. This is going to tap yellow.
I tap it with a little weight, too.
Yeah, I think this
Yep.
one is going to be...
Yellow might be shot before this is
I
over.
agree. Oh,
No,
no,
not quite.
but
Not quite.
still, that definitely wasn't what they were looking for.
That yellow might be 3, though, now. So, I think it is.
Yeah.
So if they hit this red, yellow, red, they'll be lying 1 and 2. Well, no, they'd just be lying 1 still because the red would probably jam. But
Right, 1-3. So Chris is playing a hit on... Yeah, he's throwing some weight at it.
outside red there,
Yeah. I
maybe
think
trying to run red, red, yellow, red even.
Yeah, to become shot.
Looks pretty close. Yeah. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, it's gonna leave that out too. So.
it opened it up, but that's not what they wanted.
No. Especially without hammer here, they're gonna leave it open, hit and roll. It'll let them lie 2 under cover.
Right. So if they hit and roll, then Chris might have a tap on his yellow to try to get shot out of it.
Larry just showed us what his screens look like there.
Nice.
Appreciate you watching, Larry, and everybody else out there.
And that rolled out a little bit, but it did accomplish what it needed to. Now Chris will be playing, he'll be playing the hit and roll and trying to maybe make that double. So we can see here that the outside red, the one that they're aiming at, is just slightly higher. So certainly Chris can throw enough weight to make this double, but it is fairly flat. And he's got a lot of weight.
Holy cow, that thing's flying.
A lot of weight. And there's the roll. And
It had enough weight to take the broom right off, to take the pad right off the broom here for Ryan.
that's funny. So Chris hit that one a little thicker than he wanted. He wanted to get it a little bit thinner than that so that it would cut across and make the double. But he did. He threw so hard that he did.
Still get it
moved
rolled
it.
over a little bit.
Yeah, moved it.
And
really
got him out of big trouble here anyway. So
yeah. And the yellow rock is covered up pretty well.
And I think now Courtney's going to have to use a rock to block that yellow-red run back. So anytime you cut them down to one and then you make them waste a rock, that was a pretty useful shot by Chris Plies there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who the person that just commented is on there, but it is true, actually, that Joe Polo did get beat by a guy wearing a mullet and a mullet wig with a helmet. There's a team from Frogtown. We played them on our first night also, but they had a heck of a run. They won their first 3 games and were very close with Mellon pretty much through most of the game. So, all right, so there's the guard blocking that yellow-red run back. Well done by Courtney.
Way to go, Frogtown.
Yeah, the party club bringing in a little skill.
Five guards. And red's got the shot rock.
Looks like Ply's going to go for it anyway. Try that red that just got thrown.
Yeah, red into yellow, into red.
Yep, and then be line 2.
And they're taking broom almost in the center of the rock. So basically he is throwing this to where he wants it. He's trying to throw it.
Yeah,
in
looks
the
like
center
it's
of the
coming
rock.
to the wrong side a little bit here.
It's
or
moving,
is it?
yep. It's close. No.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's not the result they were looking for.
Let's get the overhead. Oh, you have the overhead, don't you know? Okay. Ooh, that is so close for who's 2. Can't tell from that camera angle.
Sorry, my bad. I should have switched it over to the overhead
Oh,
view
you're good.
before. So, to those that were watching, my bad. I was into the shot.
Yeah, so there's definitely one red, and it's super close on who's line the second shot right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if the cameras are exactly dead over the center. It looks like yellow is probably number 2. But Yeah, it's really close. It's hard to say.
All right, and looks like maybe another guard here for Courtney. Block that red, yellow, red. Run back. That was just a straight draw. And not quite successful at being number 2 there.
No.
Oh, that was 4-2. Okay, that was the hammer rock. I was not paying close enough attention. So.
And now they're up. So the decision, I think it was 1 red.
Okay.
My opinion is.
Yeah. We'll see who they hang up the scores here, but it looks like there wasn't much conversation about it. So that's going to give Mellenrink a 6-4 lead going into the 7th end.
Yep, 1. So that's a good result for them. They forced Mellon to 1, and Team Gowan has the hammer back. Down 2, heading to the 7th.
Been a very good game so far.
Yeah. Excellent game. Is sheet 4 done?
Hard to tell. I don't see anybody out there.
So based on the previous score, I'm going to say
Scott.
that...
Yeah, I would assume that Scott won that one.
Scott beat Gallagher.
McLeod has taken the lead again against Cameron. That one's a 5-3 game over there in our C event final. Well, trying to curl behind the corner, but we're just going to stack up corner guards there. A little lighter than Dylan wanted there.
Oh, wait a minute. Where am I? Let's see. Where's the overhead of that? There. Okay. So that's what. A couple of high guards.
So trying to curl behind, but just left that rock out there visible. So now Plies calls for the takeout from Dylan. He'll try to hit that on the inside and just roll about a foot over so he's under cover.
And I learned that Team Gowan is actually could not curl the finals, and so they picked up Dylan.
Oh, Dylan hasn't been here all weekend?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's done very well.
Yes.
So you might see that his slide is a little unorthodox, but
Yep.
does the job.
Yeah, we're just going to exchange takeouts here. So Melon is looking to.
Right.
Oh, that is
Yeah, it's
really
gonna-
jumping.
Yeah, it's going to roll out. And it's not going to take the yellow one out. Yeah, that was
So,
odd. That
Got a
one-
chance to. Yeah, he finally got one to curl, huh?
That curled a ton. Well, you know, Matt may have dropped the weight on it a little bit.
Yep. So that yellow hangs around. So now they'll try to curl one behind, split the house, and lie two.
Oh, they jumped on it right away. This one is light.
Yeah, they're really sweeping. Needs to curl too. Looks like they're going to get it to the house, but I think that it's going to be.
Yeah, they got her to the 12
Yeah,
foot.
so-
Now they're sitting two. That was important that they got that in the house so that they could sit two. They certainly need to tie this game up if they can get a deuce. And it looks, by that broom, it looks like they're gonna draw around. Nope, they're
we
gonna
just-
no, they're gonna play the hit on the shot rock.
Just lost our D event final, and I didn't see who won that one.
Oh.
Farrell was up by a few, so I'm going to assume he won, but that is just an assumption. It happened quickly.
All right, Chris says he's gonna play a tap. They're going for a bigger end. They are not gonna just exchange hits. He wants to play the tap and set something up.
That needs to curl a bunch. This is
Well, they can. Are they gonna? Oh, they played.
going to be a split.
Yep, intentionally ticked.
And one of them did get undercover, so mostly.
Yeah.
Maybe half the rock. Yeah, that is what they're going to go for, though. The one that is closer to the guards, but still available here for Jordan.
Yeah. There was a little bit of discussion on maybe it must have been on the weight because they Courtney moved the broom another 6 inches. So Jordan is throwing a little softer weight takeout. Looks like a good shot though.
Yeah, looks like they have it pretty well under control
Yep,
here.
and then a little roll. And it sticks around on the 12 foot. So red team Melon is sitting 1-3. And it looks like Plies calls for a freeze or a tap.
Yep, on the red that's remaining over there on the
and they are
first
sweeping
shot.
it. They are sweeping it hard, and it looks like it's over curling. They're gonna
Get
come
to
to the
the
back
outside
one.
one.
Yeah, they're maybe
Yeah.
tap their yellow that they kind of left themselves with a double.
which will get called quickly by Courtney here.
Yep. So it looks like if they hit that on the nose, it probably spills both of them. It might jam into the red one on the outside.
Yeah, it could,
though.
yeah, for sure. And here comes the throw.
Oh, they're yelling.
No time wasted
No.
getting on the inside of that, so
Yeah.
they're worried about that over curling.
Yep, and it's close. Nice shot. It's a double.
Well done.
Well done. They kept it just straight enough to make that double on the inside.
Yep. Mellon got on that immediately out of her hands, so good call on the line and good sweep.
Must be those hardline brooms I sell.
Yep, I think that does it.
All right, let's move it over there.
Now just trying to freeze one in there. Got to change up the direction of this end a little bit.
It's a little heavy. It looks like it's going through.
Yep. Therefore, it didn't curl enough, and
Well,
that is out of there.
looks like Team Gowan, and that would be Chris Plies, is going to need to do the skips deuce again.
Yep.
But even if Chris can manage to get one without down one, it's not a bad position to be.
Mm-hmm.
Still have a chance. So it's been a fun, close, fun final. And if you're just joining us, this is the Hoops International Bond Spiel live from the Duluth Curling Club. And we've got Team Gowan and Team Mellon facing off in the main event final.
Thank you again to Hoops, our primary sponsor.
It's from Larry or Scott.
To me and you, yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought that was somebody else. And they're putting up a guard. They're trying to get that guard.
Maybe just,
a
just
touch.
nip it in so you're lying 4. Good shot.
This is a tough. That's a tough one for Chris.
Yeah, he's really got to talk this one out, figure out how they're going to even come up with a bailout possibility here.
Well,
I mean,
the thing
though-
is, they want to be able to get both of their rocks in scoring position, but based on how these rocks are lined up, you can't really freeze to the one that's on the forefoot. I don't know that there's enough curl in the ice to get behind it.
And, I mean, his last one, almost no matter what, he'll have an somewhat open draw to score one for him, but one puts him behind one without hammer in the 8th, which is a tough spot to be in.
Right. So I think they're just going to play the draw twice, and if it somehow buries, maybe they somehow can still get 2. At least Chris will have an idea what T weight is. The rock's away, and here it comes. It's
Trying to kiss right up to that back red,
Yeah,
which it
it's-
looks pretty darn
oh,
close.
it's a great shot. Just
Yeah, beautiful.
you can't do much better than that. That was fantastic.
I'm guessing they're just going to blast that out because they don't mind losing one of their reds in the process.
Right. You really can't, from the computer screen, you really can't get an idea of how close those rocks were behind each other. There was hardly any room to make that shot. It was just a great shot.
Looks like might be playing the red run back into that yellow.
Yeah, looks like red into yellow.
Sure, going the other way. She was concerned about a jam.
All right, they are not really sweeping it. It must be pretty close. Oh. Well, that was
there we go.
Well, there was the result that Chris was hoping for.
Yep, he's going to find a way to get a deuce after all.
Yeah.
Pulled kind of a rabbit out of his hat there, didn't he?
Yep, and he just, the nice thing is he just threw this draw. So much easier than throwing a hit and then going back to a draw to get a feel for draw weight. Obviously, I'm speaking to the average rec curler,
Right. Not Chris Blythe, right?
Or any of these Olympic and national champion players, but I feel like they got to get on it. It doesn't. It seems like it's a little light, but I don't know. I felt like they needed to sweep it earlier.
Just over full 8 foot to get the point. They're watching it. They seem to like it.
I guess not.
Oh boy, settle.
Oh,
gets the tick.
Yeah.
It'll hold for the second point.
Play that just a little heavier draw.
Yeah,
you have
you got the backing.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to make it a tie game going into the 8th end here in the Hoops International Bonspiel main event final. So,
all right, well, let's wrap it up. Let's
Yep.
go.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
I just said I'd do 7 innings. I didn't say it. Well, I'm pretty sure they won't blank this end, so we're gonna have a champion one way or another.
I think so.
All you conspiracy theorists out there are gonna say that if Hoops wins, that it was rigged from the beginning.
Right.
And this is nothing more than acting.
It was already
It
decided.
was decided much way before when they scripted it out. Also, the not 2 out of the last 3 ends, Chris did the skip's deuce and kept his team in this game. And that's what you hope your skip does.
For sure. It's been a pretty good effort out of Chris here all day.
Sure has.
Courtney's thrown great rocks too, but she's been in much different position when it's been her time to throw. She's had more guards and straightforward. Chris has kind of had to pull the team out here a little bit, so
Right,
which he's done brilliantly.
Yep, I think Barnum and Bailey Circus would be proud of Chris today. There's a lot of juggling and
Right.
there should have been that music. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right, and Derek Benson throwing his first here in the 8th end. They're just going to try to curl behind. Yelled her to gotta go about as soon as they started. So
this one is over curling. It looks like
light a little bit.
Yep,
maybe.
it's gonna click. Really, the shot of the game is the angle raise tap.
For sure.
Yeah, that was, if Chris doesn't make that shot, he's looking down the barrel of a 4 spot, and they're shaking hands and saying good game. So
instead, they have a very real chance of winning this thing.
Yeah.
So we're losing people right during the final end.
where are they going?
I don't know.
Where are you going, people?
It's the tie game here in the final. Can't ask for much more.
No. So these are crucial crucial shots at the beginning to set the end up. He really needs to have guards set up, and they need to junk it up as much as possible because the hoops team does not have the hammer. So they need a lot of rocks in play, and they want to junk up the middle, make it very difficult for Team Mellon to get a rock behind cover, or just to hit rocks out of play and just have an open hit for the win, or an open draw for the win.
And that'll be kind of their goal, is to either already be line shot or to keep that middle open so that they have that draw, right?
Right. And that's a good shot right now for them. Really nice shot for Team Mellon.
It's good. I'm not sure Derek's broom was going to handle another poor one.
Good for my business, though.
Yeah, right.
So they buried that one. I mean, that's as good as you can get there, sitting on the 8-foot.
This looks like they might be tapping.
This is looks like it's gonna tap. Oh no!
No, it's curling over it. So
yeah,
going to the corner here.
Yeah, this one, I think this one over curled. Oh, that one curled a lot. The ice might be getting flat.
Yeah. Another thank you we should probably shout out is to the ice crew. You're all hours, all weekend, so always doing a great job.
Yeah, they did. They've done a great job, and as they always do. And they were all hands on deck this weekend. And also big thanks to Marva Beckman-Lasky, my wife, who ran the Spiel. She was here all weekend. Our dog was not appreciative of that.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, she did an amazing job.
So thanks, Marva. Hopefully next year, they can make it truly an international Bonspiel and get more than one Canadian team.
Yep. But it's still true. International part is still true.
That's right. It was.
That's a pretty effective shot right there.
Really good shot by Matt Mellon, opening things up and making it hard for
Team Gowan.
Yeah, for Plies and Team Gowan to.
Because you're trying right now, they're going to try to hit and roll under cover here, but now you've moved all the action off to the side, so the middle is open for Courtney, which is
what they want.
Yep.
So they've got a close one. Oh, where am I? Where did I go? Oops, sorry. Okay. I think the overhead view is what I was looking for there. Okay.
So that was a pretty good shot.
That was a very good shot. Yeah. Half buried, and they're just gonna clear that
red guard.
That red guard, yeah. Open the whole thing up, and
if you happen to get fortunate and get the yellow while you're at it.
And Matt Mellon's second, and they're playing the peel, and they're just sort of escorting it down the ice, make the split, peel, and now yellow has nothing to hide behind besides the two rocks that are on the 12-foot.
Yep. Guessing that maybe they called a little tap here, or maybe just want something a little bit further back and still covered, so they're looking for a nose tap back.
And Sam Perella gives a shout out. He's enjoying the broadcast.
Thanks, Sam.
We appreciate it.
All right, so that's going to function as a guard here.
Let's take a look at that.
A lot of yellow rocks in play, but they're not in the right spots as of yet.
Right, and they'll just play the peel on this one too.
Yep.
They just want to make this as easy as possible for Courtney with her last rock. If she needs to throw it. They're hoping she doesn't.
Nope.
All right. Once again, escorting the rock down the ice. They need it to
Are
curl.
they going to get that?
Yep. Good shot.
Okay.
And
it's gonna hold.
yeah. So Chris will try to draw around their guard on the. I guess they could get it. They could get behind on the 4 foot.
Yep. Looks like that's going to need to curl a little bit.
Yeah.
It's starting to come. Question is, does it have enough speed now?
It's starting to die, and they do get it around the guard, and they do get shot out of it.
Pretty good
Let's
shot.
Take a look here, and yeah, they're definitely shot, and they are buried. And it's a little bit of a longer run back, and Courtney's taking a look at that.
Larry wants to know if we're going to get to see Frankie at HOH.
Well, you get to see one of the Frankies for sure.
Yeah.
Frank McCourt will be
McCourt,
there.
maybe?
He will be there.
Yeah. Maybe not Frankie the puppy.
Frankie may not be there. Jordan is just gonna, it looks like, just split out the top one. I think they're just playing that split on it. Good shot. And
it jams. That's a little bit of an unfortunate.
Or fortunate, depending on how you look at it.
I guess depending on which team you are. So they're going to be line 2 here, and this will be, I believe,
Chris's first.
Okay.
Yeah, skips rocks.
Down to skips rocks.
Yep. So Chris maybe plays a tap, or he plays like a split on that top one. I mean, he could put a rock down the center. He could,
Yep, looks like they're just going to call the draw behind.
draw behind,
Try to get
take away the
mostly
center.
full 4 foot.
Yeah.
And
It's a couple options. Make it as difficult for Courtney as possible with her, last couple stones.
yeah, watching now they holler to go. That thing is curled a lot, so they're going to try to tap back here.
They're sweeping it hard. They want to get that.
They're not going to get the tap either, really, here. So
Nope. Did they leave themselves a double? I believe maybe a triple.
I don't know if they're going to go for that double, though. They've got it open, so, I mean, maybe. I guess leave it wide open that way.
The thing is,
Get rid of both those rocks.
yeah,
and you really
they
can't
don't
hide. So
I don't really think that they want to have Chris be able to tap that back into the 4 foot and then have Courtney have to draw to the 4
yeah,
foot for
that's
the
a
win.
good point.
But they're discussing it. They could draw. They could draw around those rocks. I don't know if I like that either. I think they play the. So let's say they put it in the back 4 foot. Chris could draw down to it.
Yeah, then you can freeze on it and really put him in trouble.
But once again, it's the last rock of the game, and if you have where she has to draw to the 4 foot for the win, that's
You've done your part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a challenging.
Yeah.
Courtney's certainly one of the more capable curlers of doing that.
Where's Tyler when you need him?
Yeah.
All right, and we don't have anybody talking about what they would do. How many people do we have watching this?
23.
All right, so all you 23 people, what would you do? What's your shot? Draw behind on the 4 foot? Play that double?
I think,
Open
yeah,
it up?
see, man, if it's, what you're probably trying to do is take away their most likely shot, right, and make sure that you stay open. I'm not sure I like drawing behind because you're going to give them an option. You're going to give them something to aim at and take a possibility. So I kind of think I like what you said. I think you'd get rid of those two. And at that point, there's really nowhere to hide. And even if they do, it's going to be pretty far off to the side. You're going to have the full 8 foot for a draw. So.
All right, looks like they've decided putting the broom down on the 4 foot, and they're going to draw.
Still a lot of talking. This is
Yeah, it's an interesting decision.
This would be if we had a clock on it. This would be timeout time, right?
Right, you want me to go out there?
Yeah.
I could give them the
Let's
phone.
break it up, folks. We got 26 people trying to see what happens here.
And we'll give you the other view too, just so that you can see. You've got those two guards, which are really not a factor, I don't think. So the decision was to draw.
So they're going to try to beat him there.
Right, and if they make a good draw, then Chris would have to play the run back. But if they leave it exposed, then he could hit and roll and make Courtney have to draw for the win. Or play, a
or
double,
a very difficult,
run back double, and I
yeah, I mean, you're going to take the open draw over that.
right. And my friend always said, if you can't draw, you can't skip.
Yep.
So this is why the skips get the big bucks.
That's why they don't have to sweep all game.
That's right. Get these shots. All right. Well, in any case, a fun game to broadcast and a fun game to watch. So we've enjoyed.
Has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Looks like comes the shot. Looks like McLeod held on to beat Cameron in our C event final.
Well, congratulations to them. It's a couple of our Duluth clubs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're sweeping it, and they're really giving it all they've got, and
It's going to be shot.
It is shot.
It's actually a really good spot because you can't hit and roll under cover anymore because there's not enough to get there, right? So
Right.
that's a pretty good spot to leave it.
So here's what I think: you hit that on the nose. You take away the middle and you make them draw to the 8 foot, I think. Otherwise, if you draw, well, they could I guess that's a possibility. The straight
The
tap.
tap back, yeah.
But then that leaves this tap for Courtney on her rock. It's also an interesting decision.
Yeah, there's really 3 options here, isn't there? I mean, you
Yeah.
can tap back, you can take out that red, or you could go ahead and try to draw behind him and beat him to it too. I think that you probably don't like that
I
because
don't like
Courtney's going to be pretty skilled at hitting that run back.
Yeah.
And it's not going to have much distance to it, so.
And I don't really like the draw behind because I don't know if the ice is curling enough. And you really don't have a lot of space to get fully hidden, and plus you can just run it back,
Right.
and she's already sitting 2, 3, and 4. So, oh no, I'm backwards. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
he's hitting it, yes.
That's right. He's
Yep.
2, 3, and 4. So,
So
actually,
looks to me like they're going to go ahead and hit that red.
yeah.
So we're going to have a little drama here on the last shot, just as this game
Right.
should come down to.
So if he hits the red, let me think now. He wants a little roll, or does he? Or if he
I think he might just want
So
to
if he
nose
hits
it, because then if he
so-
noses it,
then if he noses it and then she noses it,
it won't be shot.
it won't be shot.
Right.
Yep. So, and you've taken away the center, so you've basically made them draw.
There's the hit.
Oh, and
Got a
it
little bit of
rolled
a
away,
roll.
So now they've opened up the center for a draw
Yep.
to the 8-foot for the win.
Yep, full 8-foot gets the win here.
Yep.
Really a pretty amazing final here, either way.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yes.
And the nice thing for Courtney is that she just threw it. So she's going to have a good feel for weight. And then the guys, Matt and Derek, are going to have a good feel for the weight too. And will know whether they need to get on it right away or just, let it go.
Yep.
So I think this is a really good position to just draw anywhere in the 8-foot is basically, I guess they're, it's got to be full
Yep,
8-foot
full 8-foot.
for the win.
Millen pretty much just cleaning here. Now he's starting to lean out a little bit, but they don't need line.
No, I think this is going to be good because, they just wanted to make sure that. And look at that.
Courtney gets the job done. An excellent draw. And that'll do it. Team Mellon with the win.
So all you conspiracy theorists,
Hoops was not destined to win. They had a great weekend, though. Both these teams obviously played amazingly well, and Hoops getting that A final was a pretty impressive feat.
it
So
was.
good job out of both the teams. Congratulations to them both. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching.
Yeah, thanks.
Anything else?
That's it.
All
Hope you
right.
enjoyed it.